Let's keep the ancient kind of theme going here. So you all have paddles, and your paddles will say either true or false. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you will raise true or false based on what you think the answer is. Okay, so let's start with hiccups, okay? True or false, sugar can be used to treat hiccups.
It's a very mixed.
It's mixed, right?
It's very, very mixed.
It's very mixed.
I think that's like a 50-50.
It's like 50-50.
It really is, yeah.
Well, the answer is true.
Really?
True. Now, let me explain to you why. Let me tell you how this works, okay? This is the human body here. This is called the diaphragm, which is the most important breathing muscle of the body, okay? The diaphragm and the muscles in your ribs help you breathe. So what happens is the diaphragm will contract like so, and when it does that, it pulls open the chest cavity so your lungs can fill with air. Then when the diaphragm relaxes like so, it pushes up and you exhale. Well, this diaphragm gets a spasm into it. And so when it starts to spasm like this, and your epiglottis, which is a little piece of cartilage, and we have a picture of it here so you can see.
At the top of your, right?
Yes, the epiglottis is what covers your vocal cords. So when your diaphragm is spasming and your epiglottis on the right-hand side is closed down, that hic that you hear on the hiccups is the air not being able to get through.
Huh.
And
Gotcha.
so what happens is the vagus nerve, which is your cranial nerve number 10, okay, is responsible for relaying information from your lungs, your heart, and your neck to your brain. What happens is this is triggered. So the Greeks back in the day believed that one way to stop hiccups was to either sneeze, to hold your breath, to scare you, or eat sugar. And they're right. What happens with a teaspoon of sugar is you distract that nerve. Like it's not paying attention anymore, and your hiccups, the spasming stops, your epiglottis opens, and then you have air again going through normal. Okay? Now, true or false? Carrots will improve your vision, and they will make you see better at night. True or false? Ooh, lots of trues in there.
Most people think it's true.
I just remember, yeah, it's like my parents told me that when I was a kid eating carrots. They're like, eat your carrots, your vision's gonna be better.
Spinach was supposed to make you strong, and carrots were good for your eyesight.
There you go, there you go. Well, guess what? You both are right, true and false. It's kind of both ways, and let me explain to you why,
Trick
okay?
question.
The reason why it's not true is because it doesn't actually improve your vision. It helps prevent the deterioration of something called the macula. The macula does two big things. One, it helps you drive, helps you read, and it also is important for your central vision. And if you lose it through deterioration, and by the way, 10 million Americans lose it. It's the most common cause of blindness. If you lose it, then you don't see very well. Well, antioxidants that are found in things like lutein is another antioxidant, all these things here. So these things will actually improve your night vision, and they can help slow down deterioration, but they do not improve your vision. That's not.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
There you go. All right, last one.
All right, last one.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Cranberry juice can treat a urinary tract infection. It's called a UTI.
Jeez.
Why do we even ask?
90% of them believe that.
Yeah, well, guess what? All you greens are wrong. Okay, so this is where it came from. So thousands of years ago, Native Americans used this poultice, or this kind of soft mass, that contained cranberries. And inside of it was a particular agent, proanthocyanidins, okay, type A. These PACs are good because they prevent bacteria from attaching to the tissues of the cells. So they would treat it on their wounds and treat it on tumors. Now, the reason why cranberry juice is not good for UTIs is because there's not enough in it.
Right.
Okay?
To be of any
That's right.
relevance.
So you don't treat it, but you can somewhat help with other things like garlic. Now, once again, still go see your doctor, okay? But UTIs are typically caused by bacteria like staph or E. coli. And anyone who's had one knows they are very, very painful. But if you take some garlic, so we have some garlic here, peel a garlic clove, take some hot water, okay? Put one whole clove in hot water.
Can't you just have it with some spaghetti and olive oil?
No. But anyway, so this is a remedy that actually can
Why
work
do you have
and help.
coffee and beer?
Well, these are things that you do not want to have when you have a UTI. You don't want coffee, caffeine, you don't want alcohol or spices. These things will actually irritate your urinary tract and make it even worse.
Oh, no.
There you go.